Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Ace Attorney, Justice for All. This will be our final episode with the epilogue and everything, and, well, let's get into it. We're, on the home stretch here, and almost done. Okay, we're back with, trying to find a piece of evidence to show to Shelly the killer. Who would you like to show evidence to? Well, like I said, Shelly the killer. I see. Sorry, just back about here. And now, in this court, what one piece of evidence you would like to show this person? Videotape. It's one piece of evidence to get the correct ending where you do not lose Maya. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I think there is some merit to showing this evidence to that witness. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. Alright. It looks like they got a hold of him. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence. Yes, one is all I need. I have your videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 of the officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know the contents of this tape? I was sternly ordered by my client to not watch it. So I have absolutely no idea. Actually, you are on this tape. Me? There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. Your actions were being recorded. What? Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted that camera? Well, the only person who could have placed the camera in the scene of the crime would be you, your client, naturally. But that was Adrian Andrews? Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. That was so they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? I would like to know why. Why did Madame Guard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason. Your client would secretly film the crime scene. that is, wanted blackmail on you. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all, assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay, and even blackmail him if I want. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelley the Killer? It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. That is the kind of person they are. Your client is a person who only thinks and plots of how to use the people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes. You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. Sitting right here, he's pissed. I see. That's all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target? I get it. That is how we'll turn this case around. Mr. Wright. Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job on my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm... Nick! Maya. I thought I'd never see you again. Oh, thank goodness. The trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I don't quite know what just happened there with the killer. Miss Von Karma, where did that... She always has you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Mr. On Guard. It looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You will finally receive the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watched this video. Help me. Now then, Your Honor. The verdict, if you please. Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright? We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief. So this doesn't matter. You can plead whatever way you want. Plead guilty. Mad on guard. Even though I'm a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. My wonderful self, guilty? Even if you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it, you can't run away from your crime anymore. No! As always, it looks like we have just uncovered the real truth. We? I don't remember you helping out much in this, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt on guard? I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full-course meal of whipped leather right about now. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes? I plan to pay my debt to society for my own crime, Your Honor. This trial was the first time I had stood on the witness stand, and when I did, I really felt hopeless. She must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would rather choose death, that is of no concern to me. But after that, when I was down at the detention center and alone, that's the first time I really saw myself and who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strengths to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen her smile. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I've felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone. It looks like we have resolved everything at last. As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about, but everyone seems to be in good spirits. And that is good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned. We did it! March 23rd, 5:14 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3. You were great out there, Phoenix. what I did out there was right, wasn't it? This is the first time you've not gotten your client off. You got them a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that to what's really important. You now realize that there is something more than just being a lawyer and getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think to the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived was the final piece of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear the defense's final statement on this matter. I can't count on the evidence to help me right now. I have to listen to my heart. I should side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, Matt on guard, is he guilty, or is he not guilty? Those were your choices then. And your answer? Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you. Right. Edgeworth, I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody. Really? Girls. You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. She is quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak, in a patrol car. Mystic Maya is safe. She's alright. You did it. You really did it, Mr. Nick. She punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believe in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Thanks. Oh? What's wrong? Miss Von Karma. About earlier. Thanks. Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You lost. Your perfect win record has now been crushed. And yet, you're still happy? I don't think you'll even ever understand Miss Von Karma. How dare you? Don't worry. She may in time, after all. I was like that myself, until a year ago. Edgeworth. For my own personal victories, and for guilty verdicts. I used every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner, and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As well, you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense! We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man could hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. It was never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. But we'll always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you. The truth? Yes. That's the reason why prosecutors and defense lawyers exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, right? That's why. You couldn't forgive me. This man who went into hiding, isn't that right? This man who only had his sight set on victory, who ran away into the night. Is Mr. Edgeworth right, Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me all those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that the Miles Edgeworth I knew had died. At least, that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool! Miss Von Karma? I don't want to hear the wretched whimpers of an ungrateful loser. A Von Karma is someone who is destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you are no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. Francisca. She threw something on the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic device. Isn't that the thing she uses to track Detective Gumshoe? I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else. Isn't that Miss Von Karma's web? I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this bright. Okay. Nick! Maya! Mr. Maya! Mr. Maya! Hug, so cute. Aww. Cute hug. Oh, Nick, I I knew you would come for me and come through. You got on guard convicted, like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me. Well, of course I did. You know I would never desert you. But we sure pressed our luck with this one. You're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost through Pearly. Is it really that easy to do something like that? Thanks a lot, Nick. Don't mention it, Maya. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, it looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. Alright. I think it's time we got out of this depressing place. Where are we going? Food, Nick! Food! I'm so hungry. Crap, now I'm starving. I'm so hungry, even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least. Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. If you insist. All right. So how about we hit up our usual burger joint? Don't be the usual burger joint? No? What? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I've decided that we have to make it up by having another feast. Another feast? Come on, Nick. Food! March 23rd, 7:38 p.m. Gatewater Hotel lobby. Hey, pal. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you alright? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would hit a telephone pole of all things. A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light. That got him, that's good. You did it again, city boy. I felt like my dear heart was gonna give out on me, and I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of The Steel Samurai. Thanks. Now looky here, mister. Snooty prosecutor, don't you reckon we bullied Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't stop being a lot nicer to him, he might just kick it. Tonight, even. I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everyone gather around. Y'all are gonna get your picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like Lada bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us. Eh? Come on, tonight's all about eating, so let's go chow down, pal. Amen to that, pal. Amen. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, Detective. Me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the free items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending. Well, it's... Hey, wait, what do you mean free? That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 items in total, sir. What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was a 4th item? Oh, come on, y'all. It's over. But, woo boy, I tell you, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped? Never a dull moment with you, huh? Yeah, you think? Why does she look so happy about that? But being shut away for 2 whole days? Weren't you scared, Mystic Maya? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off of things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had it rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture. I don't know where it went. Aww, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway. It sure is. It sure is nice to finally see them both smiling. What is it, Edward? This thing is picking up something. That's Miss Von Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here. The tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't even eaten anything! And you've eaten way too much, you glutton. I had fun tonight. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, he admitted he had fun? Oh, come on, what's the world coming to? Wait! What? I just want to say, thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me. Right. I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. Oops. Yes, there is one thing we can give him. Francesca's whip. What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job. It looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya! Hey, yes, Pearly? I guess you two can go back to being lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly, will you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me. Anyway. So who's paying for this lovely dinner party? As if you need to ask, everyone say thank you to Nick. Huh? Yeah. I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles. So I kinda already put your name on the bill. Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in the hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It better be, anyhow, for $3,000. Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. Isn't that great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Oh, we don't need to hold back now, yeah? Yeah, pal. Time to let it all out. This is going to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on. It's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all, you know. Alright then, if you say so. Time for the credits. Okay, sorry, there's nothing there. Playing script director. I missed that one, sorry. Shujo or something? You really came through for me. I had to hide this letter. I really feel like I've escaped 3 times now. Pretty like a pro. Sorry, it's way too fast for me to read it. Design art. Tatsuro Iwamoto. I'm so happy that you were able to save Mystic Maya, Mr. Nick. And I'm so happy for the 2 of you. Speaking of, I think the Node is a popular place to honeymoon, so I sort of made reservations of the 2 of you, just in case. Little pearls. Background graphics. Chiuchi Muramoto. Koichiro Yama. I can't read that. Well, pal, it looks like I'm back on the force now. Mr. Edgeworth had a long talk with the chief, and he got me my job back. I heard he said things like, letting that man go is bad for business. I knew it. Cutting headlong into everything is the only way to go, pal. Character graphics, Seiko Takeda, Shigeo Endo. If I'm saying those right. Maggie! Been a while since we've seen her. I'm Maggie Bird. I'm royalizing the uniform. I'm going to be your waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to people. His restaurant is awesome. I hope you'll stop by sometime, Mr. Wright. Sorry, I don't have a good voice for her yet. I'll work on that next time. Graphics assistants, Masashi Saito, Koihaku. Yeah, you guys can read that. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Director Hardy, haha. Recently, yes, that girl you know. I haven't seen her around. Yes. I remember, having so much eye on her, I would love to see her again. It didn't matter if I got what though. Yes. Ha ha. He's talking about Francisca. Main programming. Tadaki Yamamoto. It's time to begin my quest of world domination, and to let the world know how serious I am. Hey Max, what do you think? Do you think there are costumes made of cake and bunnies who can help us? I think there are any talking bunnies even. They will laugh at most jokes. And be fabulous. Programming Hideki Atomi Kazuki Sonoyama. I'm ready. There is no way these jokes are gonna escape. I'm gonna be more contemporary with my act. We've got our new gig set up. Say something, will you? You're supposed to open this off. Get on now. Ben didn't say a word. Music and sound effects, Akemi Kimura. Sorry. What's this, Fred? The only thing, yeah, I can't believe this. Really, how long are they gonna keep poor Jean in there? I bet the edgy post said that means it must be good, but why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me? It was never like this. In the old days, everyone talked to their elders. Call me Queen Wendy. This is going to feel like burn and playing, and I want Jipo back. Special thanks to Katsumi Manoga, and you guys can read the other one because I didn't see it. Yukari Suwaka is the other one. I appreciate everything that Mr. Edgeworth did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Francesca. She said that after I get out, I should feel free to help her. Oh, from Maya. I'm really thankful to have met her in person. I'm not sure who that person was she was talking about. Sorry, guys. Producer Atsushi Inaba. It has become difficult in this court. As such, I will take a leave of absence from my job of assassinating people. Please request my services when you can. Broke his receiver. Executive producer Shinji Mikami. March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International Departures Gate 12. Where are you going, Francesca? How did you know I was here? Was this? That's... I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices. In his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it's going in the trash, I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 items. It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket. He put it in here. It doesn't matter anymore. The case is already over. What are you going to do now, Francisca? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Kamma's daughter. Francisca. So many expectations from everyone around me. Expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure, such a thing, is not an option for me. My father was a genius. There's no doubt about that, but me, I'm no genius. I've always known that. But I had to be one. I had to. You may not be a genius, like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be. No, I'm not. I'm not anymore. I've even thrown my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You've always left me alone and walking on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. And then, finally my chance to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. You know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today. I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today you chased after me, after I had left you behind, all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you are going to quit, you walk down the prosecutor's path. Then, this is where we part ways, Franziska von Karma. I'm Franziska von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now. You had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. There she goes. Flying away. Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you. I'll take good care of this last piece, so I can give it to you when, at last, we meet again. Says Nick. Maya's little picture. Well, that's quite the ending, guys. That's it for Ace Attorney, Justice for All. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I mean, I sure did. Anyway, please, like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and that is all for the second Ace Attorney game. I'll see you next time with a new Let's Play. Goodbye for now.